here and just talk about your feelings taking the Yankees back to the World Series for the first time in 15 years.
I mean, it sounds so good when you say it like that. I mean, a lot of emotions. Just really proud of this group, proud of this organization. To get to do it with these guys every single day, and what they have is very special. And just going to look forward to, in the next couple of days, see who we play. And, I keep saying we get to go play for a world championship now. And that's pretty sweet.
You talked briefly about the at-bats Giancarlo and Juan had and what the impact that those had on the game.
Yeah. First of all, I mean, congrats to the Guardians. They had a great year. And, we ended up winning in 5, but that was not easy. I mean, those guys played us so tough. All these games were great games, and the level of at-bats that they were putting together on obviously what they bring from an arm standpoint. Giancarlo, you can't pure a ball any better than that. I mean, that's as good a swing that you can put on a ball. And then Juan, just at-bat for the ages. I mean, he's kind of taking some funky swings, spoiling things, and just kind of outlasted them. And it's just it's not surprising either that he does it. It's just like that's who he is. He's so good at seizing the moment, and some really good at bats. Austin Wells, the walk to get things going, to kind of set them up. Just meaningful day.
Bullpen a little bit tonight. They were lights out.
I mean, first of all, Carlos was great. Got us off to a really good start. And then, I mean, for if I would have told you a month ago or 2 months ago that we're going to, close out the American League with Mark Leiter Jr., Tim Hill, Jake Cousins, Luke Weaver, I don't know if many people would have thought that, but it's a credit to each and every one of those guys. Just their ability to do their job, their ability to focus, their ability to lock in, and just proud of that group.
What does baseball mean to you?
Baseball. It's been, it's in my blood. It's all I know. My faith and my family is first for me, but this is my livelihood. This is what I've poured my life into, and to be able to play the game, be a major league player, go to an all-star game and a World Series as a player. Haven't won one yet, though, and now getting to go as a manager. And with a lot of these guys that I've been through the battles with them, we've been to this point where we've gone home a few times. And to break through and to be able to go play for it all, I'm 51 years old. Baseball is what I know and in my blood. And so very blessed to get to do it with these guys on this stage.
You had 3 pretty epic games here in Cleveland. Just your thoughts overall on this whole series.
Yeah, I mean, again, hats off to the Guardians. I mean, they're tough, man. They're good players. They play the game tough. Stephen Vogt, ton of respect for obviously such a great first year managing, and obviously they have following in Tito's footsteps. Not the easiest thing to do, and Cleveland has a great leader over there, and I know Chris and a lot of the people in this organization from having the opportunity to play here 15, 20 years ago. So I still have people that mean a lot to me in this organization. They do things so well, and year in and year out are right in the mix. So tough series, and glad we're able to get through.
Any thoughts on what's next for you, Dodgers or the Mets in the Subway Series?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm looking forward to sitting on my couch in my pajamas in my basement, watching 3 TVs, watching a little NFL with my son tomorrow, and fire up the barbecue and watch the Mets and Dodgers and see what that unfolds, and then we'll start to get to work Monday or Tuesday.
Can you talk about what Juan Soto bring to this ball club this year?
Incredible. I mean, and just such an ability to seize the moment. Like every big moment that he finds himself in the middle, it's just he delivered over and over and over again for us. Obviously, he put up an amazing season, statistically speaking, but in the biggest moments, that's what he does and shouldn't be taken for granted.
How about you?
Louis, I mean, what a great year he had for us, has had for us, especially with Garrett going down to start the year and kind of an open spot in the rotation. And he wasn't coming into camp, coming off the injury. He wasn't necessarily the first choice, and he just kicked the door in spring training and said, I'm the guy, and forced our hand, and he came out and has had an amazing rookie season, and then hadn't pitched for 10 days, 2 weeks, was in the bullpen in the division series, gets a start the other night and goes out, and just so proud of his effort, his poise, his intensity, his focus was just really good and put us in a position to win a game, and one of the reasons we're sitting here right now.
Aaron, it's been 7 years for you now trying to get to the World Series, and you finally did it.
Yeah.
What does it feel like?
It's amazing. It really is. You pour so much into it, right? All year, not just the baseball season. It doesn't stop in the winter and the spring, and you pour so much into it. And I couldn't be more proud to do it with this organization. The Steinbrenner family's been amazing to me. Getting to work with Brian Cashman, who's been amazing to me, and all his front office, and then the guys I get to go to work with every day, my coaches and these players. That's why you do it. And this is we've had some great groups, some great camaraderie, some great clubhouses. This group is as close as I've ever seen. And they trust each other, they lean on each other, they love each other, they play for each other, and those are special things to have in a team sport.
That is you, that closeness in there. Do you foster that, or does it happen organically?
I mean, look, I try to, but that's them. We try and foster a culture where, you want to play for. I always say, it's a little trite and maybe even a little corny, but I'm like, when you're on a team where you can answer the question genuinely, I want it more for the guy next to me, you got something special. That group has that in spades. They play for each other.
Last question, one last question. And at what point did you think Soto really became a Yankee? I mean, he started as an outsider and slowly worked his way into the inner circle. Like, at what point did he become one of the guys?
You know what? I thought pretty early on in spring training, I thought he did a great job of assimilating and, making it a point to be part of the team and one of the guys, and it felt very easy. It's not always the easiest thing when you bring a superstar player in that you don't know how's it going to – and right away, and that's a credit to who he is. It matters to him to be a good teammate. Obviously, he's an amazing player, but he's a really good teammate too, and he's one of those guys.
Wrap up?
Yeah, Aaron, everybody knows who Juan Soto is right before you trade for him.
Mm-hmm.
What are the biggest things you've learned about him that enables him to do what he did tonight and lift?
Yeah, how much he cares about his craft. He loves the game of baseball, and that's usually a common trait for great players. It's not everyone loves it like Juan Soto does, or like a lot of our guys do. He loves it. He loves the preparation. I think the physical preparation it takes in the winter. He loves the preparation and the skill development. He takes pride in, we know him as a great hitter, but he takes pride in his defense and running the bases and being a complete player, and he invests in that. And he's just been a great teammate too. He's just easy to be around. You bring a superstar player in, how's it going to look? What's it going to be like? Do you have to cater? No, he's one of the guys. That's been rewarding to see. Man, I don't have to go out of my way worry about him. Like he's good. I feel like I've developed a great relationship with him, but he's one of the guys.
I think people knew that you were coming. Now I think that you are a more popular person. For what it's worth.
I would hope so. You know?
They got a lot of deadlines up there. Could you take me through the at-bat, the home run at-bat, please?
Yeah, I went down 0-2. Not the best swing and miss. Oh, 2 swing and misses. Yeah. I was able to battle back to 3-2, and then he left one hanging, and I took care of it.
What did you go up looking for?
Something out over. He's mixing both sides and putting different shapes on his off speed. So making sure I saw something up and over the heart of the plate.
It was exciting to get the MVP trophy, but what was it like when your teammates are like jumping up and down, screaming, pushing you toward the center?
They're so much fun. I mean, we're enjoying every bit of this, and be able to celebrate with them. It's just so much fun.
Carl, just what are you going to do with it? Where do you take that?
I'm going to take it home. No, this is something special for me. So, I'll put it in the trophy case and, enjoy the memory.
Is it heavy?
Depends who you ask.
What do you think you will be doing for the next few days from a recovery standpoint?
Similar to the few days before facing the Royals, just making sure everything's lined up, making sure when we know who we're playing, I'm prepped as best as I can for that task, and rest up.